It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Panthers and the Chiefs next on...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 62 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Young will set to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And here he goes, well on field right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm with a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They run with Sanders off the option. A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 5. Young now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 13 carries, 83 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick throw there is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third and short to give to the tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ready?
To throw on second down is Young. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a first down throw for Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then it.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0.
Panthers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now with Gray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a 1st down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is... And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
On the double.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's caught. Beckham. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Opposite. Green. Check. Pink. Blue. Check.
To throw, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Yellow. Lining. Commit red. Opposite.
Young now from the 50. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 7. Toss right side to Pacheco.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. An option handoff given to Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Sanders toss left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
99 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
On the run, this is Gray. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready, go.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, break.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
52.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go.
Young to throw it. This is caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Number 88, Terrace Marshall.
Let's go.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set, go.
Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
38, Panthers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
To kick off for the Panthers.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. it was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready, black swap.
Throwing, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I mean, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is taken around the 12.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Lance.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
Ready.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Gray. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready up. Hut.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Panthers 10. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
10 cycles. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Ready.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Ready.
Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Ready.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
197 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's ride, dog. Let's go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Hut.
On the ground, it's Gray. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
They juked him. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Young on third down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.